Right, guys, welcome. Today we're going to be visiting a place called Shan, Shan in Qingdao City, and apparently it's a place that's it's a famous mountain. Apparently there's a big statue of the legendary, or to me he's legendary, the philosopher or the ancient wise man Lao Tzu, okay, who wrote the Tao Te Ching book about yin and yang, which is the Tao, basically nature. So I'm just walking down and we're going to make our way there. I've never been there before, and as you know, that to me is the truth of life. If you don't follow the Tao, or basically what that is nature, and everything has two sides, yin and yang, and you're trying to find a balance in your life. If you don't follow that, if you don't connect and understand that, you know, nature's the reason why anything exists, and its ultimate truth is what it is, then what else is there in life? You know, so I'm interested. I hope it's going to be a nice trip. Apparently they've got temples and stuff. I don't know if we'll see any of the Taoist priests or whoever's there. I mean, you know, or anyone practicing any Tai Chi or anything like that. But we're going to have a look, you know, and hopefully it'll be like nice sights, the mountains, scenery and whatever. Who knows what it's going to be like. It's quite exciting, special place. So I'm I've been waiting to go here, to visit this place. We're going to take the buses and subway or whatever to get there, and let's see what it's going to be like. Yeah, should be temples. I don't know what they'll allow me to film or whatnot, or what footage we're going to get, but me and my wife are going to check it out. So see you in the following clips. We're going there first. So that's the stop we're going to go to. What's up? Yeah. Yeah. So on the subway, there's not many people here. Okay. So they're either sleeping or working or eating or complaining or hopefully having a good day. I don't know how many people are going to be there, but we're really excited about what it's going to be like. My wife's been there before, but yeah, my wife's been there before, she likes it. So let's check it out. Alright guys, so we're going to go in through the main gate. Okay, so it's the main gate now. So we basically arrived, we got off the subway, we're going to go in the main gate. Basically there's quite a lot of people there, as you can see. For me, basically it's like going home. For me this is just going home. It's 40 years and it's going somewhere normal, you know what I mean?
然后呢，除了这些景点，再就是海上观光山。这边。一会儿照没电了，一会儿没电了。哇！ Some very nice scenery. So we came to this place on a coach. Like different like 3 different places apparently. So we're just visiting this place today. So there's a lot of people here, obviously taking photos and stuff.
公元里就有，知道吧？第二啊，那个是老子像，这个老子像呢，它是铜做的啊，然后呢，整体高度有。
Okay, guys, how you doing? Welcome again. Over there, that statue is a statue of the man I'm always talking to you about in nearly every video, Lao Tzu. And that Lao Tzu to me is like a father to me, because I think after reading that Dao De Jing, as I say, after finishing reading that, there's nothing else that makes sense in life to me. If you don't understand to balance yin and yang, if you don't understand what's real, well, you look at the world now, it's the problem. So I'm saying, it's not about money, it's not about that. One day we're going to die. So this man here was talking about honesty. So that there is my dad. You can see I'm losing hair. I'll go back in my head here. But the point is, I say every day, I really believe, you to follow what that man said. If you follow nature, you wouldn't have wars, you wouldn't have all the problems in your work, in your job, in your family, all that death and pain and suffering. You just understand life and truth, what's real. It's not in my words, it's not in a book. That's it. So it's not even about the Dao De Jing. Most important is understand true, what's real. Don't lie to yourself. And that's it. But this man here, I regard this man, this is a statue of Lao Tzu, as I say. And to me, he was the wisest, most wise man or wise human that I know of. From his words, he spoke only the truth. It wasn't his ideas, it wasn't his take on it, his opinion or anything. Okay, it was just listen with your heart. You know, just everything. You know, your eyes, your ears. Just nature's here for you. That's all there is. It's only nature. If you lie to yourself, it's just death. That's what it is. Living is truth, is nature. Wherever you come from, any country, wherever you come from, you're a man, a woman, you've got one life. So there are. That's someone. I'd rather listen to this man than it. I mean, listening to this man is like listening to your heart. You know what I'm saying? If you watch that TikTok, mate. Nah, it ain't worth. You know what I'm saying? You look at all you need to. If you want to understand that, all you need to do is look at the world now, and you see the problem. Right. So Lao Tzu's talking about the opposite. He's saying follow the truth. Not even follow it. It's you only have the truth. That's what it is. Yeah. Alright guys, so here's another clip whereby the temple's very, very nice. Very, very nice to say that, okay? Very nice. For me it feels kind of like going home, as I say, just like coming home, really. There, again, you can see Lao Tzu's statue, okay? Lao Tzu up there, the statue of Lao Tzu, and as I say, that is that's better. That's the best statue I've ever seen in my life, and it's better than most people I've seen in my life. That man there, I regard like a father. To me, that's like my dad, because he didn't lie to anybody. He wrote a book called the Dao De Jing, as I say in the book, and in that book, as a human being, just a human like anyone here, like a person, writing that book, I think they were so wise, because that's telling you to follow nature, follow what's true. It's not someone's ideas, it's not a culture or something. It's not something made up, it's just follow what's true, what's real in your life. And that there, if you follow what's true and you don't lie to yourself, and you follow peace and nature and balance, yin and yang, as I say, the Tao in harmony, then everything in your life will be better. There'll be no war, there'll be no fighting, there'll be no all those terrible things, you know. The life, that's what we're saying, that's what life is not death. Life is the best health
It's not sickness. So you don't want to lie to yourself, lie to everybody. You don't need to know every answer. You always have questions. You're always learning. But, you know, what's sometimes more is less, and what's less is more, right? So this is why I really like what this man, you know, Laozi wrote that book, in the book, the Tao Te Ching, as I say. And my advice to you, okay, anybody, is really read it and read it again, because it's not like any other. It's my shoes. It's not like any other books. All right, so I just want to say again, as I've already said to everybody, as I say, my advice would be to have a look at this book, right? The Tao Te Ching. It's a very, very good book. I don't, you know, in any language, I don't know what your first language is. My first language is English. You know, I can speak Chinese, but I can't read so much, right? But that book, I can't say changed my life. Like I said, this book let me know that my heart, my eyes, my ears were true, you know. And there's a lot of things in this world, in different cultures and different societies, where people just lie to themselves, they lie to everybody, and lie to everything. So the most important thing you can do is be honest. If you don't balance your yin and yang, you can't be honest. You're just going to have pain, imbalance, fighting, and hell in your life. You know? So you want to keep healthy, follow nature is what we're saying. And that's what the book is saying. The most important thing is not saying Laozi and the Tao Te Ching. Most importantly is nature, truth. That's what it means. It means you should know that. You know, your heart is working in your body. You have one body, one mind every day. It's a beautiful life. You don't know how many years you're going to be alive. And anyway, I won't say too much. You just look at the book, okay? Laozi is a wonderful Tao Te Ching. It's a beautiful book. And you know, that's it. That's all I can really say. Nothing more to say. We're going to continue having a look, all right? Okay, guys, we're in another part of the temple now. And you can see some old looking instruments, okay? Chinese traditional instruments. Have a little look. Very nice, beautiful, yeah? Beautiful, wonderful. Wonderful. There's many arts in life. We have art, we have painting, we have music. Yeah. We've got some people on the screen here playing some music too. I like this one, but I don't know what it sounds like. Okay, these pictures, guys, look like some important Taoist figures, I would say. That's the best way I can say that. Taoist figures, people, you know. Beautiful artwork again, you know. I love drawing and painting, so I respect artists, and these are really not only beautiful but also very meaningful. Meaningful, I'm sure they're. Again, guys, look at such beautiful scenery. I will say, very nice. You know, and you've got the mountains all around too. Alright, guys, I want to say hello again, welcome. This is a very, very meaningful scene we can see here. Very, very meaningful. We can see Laozi, who I regard as my father. Really. This guy here, Laozi, as I say, this to me is the wisest human being on the planet I've ever heard of. And then Kongzi over here, Confucius, Kongzi, okay? So this scene here depicts, I guess, a conversation between Laozi and Kongzi, as I say. But I just wish Kongzi would listen. That's all I can say, because all respect to Kongzi, but Laozi was speaking the absolute truth. Laozi didn't lie to anybody. That's what I mean. From what I've heard, it's very meaningful.
Okay, I want to say one thing also. Looking at this wonderful statue of Laozi, you can see on his face also. I'm looking at his face there. He looks very, very focused. Like very focused, but he's calm, and also he doesn't look. See, he looks. To me, he looks happy. Like someone who's really, really listening to life. You know, really listening to life. Now, Kung's there. Kung's just talking and waving his hands, telling him, I respect him. I respect Kung's, but how's it? He was really listening. I feel. How? Because I read the Tao Te Ching. That's how I know. And also because we've got a beautiful sun, we've got beautiful trees growing, and my heart is beating. So there you go. It's a study yin and yang, I've got to say. This guy there allows I regard as like a father to me. You know, I just really wish that Kongza would listen a little bit more. Hey.
这个地方哪是离愚人节最近啊，还有花香。可以进，可以进，好香。
Behind us, there's a massive staircase. I don't know. It seems to be leading up to that massive big statue. The first one we saw of Laozi, which we saw from the bottom. So I guess if we was to go up there, we'd be close to that statue. Don't know what kind of views we're going to see, but obviously it's amazing what we're seeing. Wonderful day so far. Really, really nice. This is definitely my favourite place. You know, I've visited. You know. Probably one of the most meaningful places you could ever visit, really. This place has the most meaning that I've visited in my life than anywhere, because you know, again, it's just Laozi's words, you know, as I say, or it's the truth, it's the message of true nature through a human being expressed, and a lot of dedication to that here, you know, yin and yang.
上我这边，太高。
Okay, guys, so that again is who I regard as my father there, or the one human being that I understand. I don't understand anybody. I just understand him. To be honest with you, the honest truth of it. He didn't lie at all. He just spoke the real truth. That's Laozi, as I say, Laozi's big statue there. And you can go up here, we can go up the stairs. And just absolutely magnificent, yeah. Okay, right guys, so there's a lot of people who are complaining. They say, oh, it's too high up, they're so tired, they don't want to go up. But I'm going to go up because that man, I tell you, he, as I say, you read the Tao Te Ching and you understand a few things. You understand a few things, you understand how to learn better. That's what I've learned. Learn how to stand. And that is Laozi's big statue there. What an amazing thing, to be seeing that. We're going up together. So my wife's walking very strong. You okay? You okay? Okay, no KO. We're going up. Laozi's waiting up there. Okay. Fantastic. Absolutely amazing. See that? There you go. There you go. That's it. Well, here you come. There's nothing you need to see. You just see that.
You know, that's it. It's not Douyin, it's not your bloody Kongzhen. It's not the news on TV. It's just basically just close your eyes and look at your heart. That's what he's saying. And breathe. Beautiful life, you know. That's it. Not money, beautiful life and time. Okay, so we just went up. We went up, okay, close to the statue. I took some photos too on the way back down. Now this here is Laozi de Luoqi, my wife said. This basically is his animal, what he used to ride around, apparently, to take him to places. And I'm sure they were very meaningful. This is a very impressive place. What can I say? It's just absolutely a very special place. This. I'm very happy we came here. You happy? Yeah. And we went in there. We went up there. Okay. And you can go in through the door. And I actually, when I went inside, I went down and I done some prayers. So at the end of this video, I will talk about the prayers. Okay. Even though I never call myself like religious, as in following anyone else's beliefs and stuff, but at the end of this video, I will talk about that. Okay. There you go. That was again. To me, that's the only person that I know of that spoke real truth, you know, real sensible stuff. They need people like Laozi in the universities and everywhere, and running the countries and the world. Pretty deep, this, apparently.
你要去拜一下吗？烧个香。老子和孔子，咱们从那边上去，绕了一圈下来。
这个山都是自然梯，明天那个活动做体力啊。你是哪里的嘛？
三个大殿，三官、三清、三皇。你说的是，然后这个
嫂子开会回去会讲讲，要不然就来了一趟。
相当于有些的我也不熟。他就是太清宫的建殿人所在的这个是，对吧？所以他这个建殿人不是很真是出色，而且神奇。这没听我说这个啊，
这么大的银杏真的很少看见。是在那边的，然后咱们这个完全是调色板的感觉，
先修以后再修一套。所以说它。
道教协会。
已经中午老三局就逛完了。那你不能再逛一下？保回找。我们。
Just got off the coach. Guys, another quick clip. So we've just basically got off the coach. Just got off the coach, and yeah, we're going to go back and get the subway now, the underground, as I say. Yeah, just great. Okay. Good. Really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. My wife really enjoyed it today. Very nice. I think I enjoyed it more, I'd say, because for me it's more meaningful. Well, my wife's been there before anyway. But yeah, we're just gonna go get the train now, get the subway, gonna go back home. You know, relax. My wife had a good time, just a bit tired. Just a bit tired. But I really enjoyed it. I feel okay. For me it was very, very meaningful. Very, very meaningful place to go to. I'll talk to you more in the next clip, alright? In the next clip. We're basically going to get the subway now. So I'll see you in the next clip. So another quick clip before we get the train.
bit noisy. So there, you can see the man. So there you can see, that's where we went basically. That's just where we came from. There. Okay, Laoshan. See Lao's amazing statue and the temple. It was amazing. Okay, so I'll see you in the next clip. As I said, we're going to get the train now. And I'll talk to you in the following clips. Sure. Mind the gap.
Thank you.
Mind the gap. It's not London. Okay, we're going to go up there. So, a lot of escalators. Or as my dad says, the moving stairs. Okay? He was a baldy man with a big beard. And then we saw the statues. He was a very, very wise man. Very wise man. Now, are you hungry? Are you not thirsty? I'm a little hungry. In my bag I got some spicy sausage sandwiches I didn't eat today. Oh no. So let's get out. We're going to go now. We're going to get the bus, the 611, the legendary bus. I'll put my bag in the thing now as well. Okay, so I was wrong. I didn't have to put my bag through the thing. That's only when you go in, obviously, through the check-in.
When you take the escalator, please stand still and hold the handrail.
You see how to tell you that?
That
the safety, see, when you're on the escalator, they tell you to stand properly, stand straight and still, and take care of your your kids and the elderly. That's right. What you really need to do is take care of people with a real, true, honest heart. Okay, we're going to go up now. We're going to go up and get our bus, the 611, the legendary 611 bus. Let's go.
Do not ride
Okay. So they're saying, do not ride the escalator. Moving stairs with or carry heavy big bags, like heavy luggage cases and stuff. I mean, or take them on the train and stuff. But then again, we have done. I mean, you have to take. If you've got a lot of luggage, what are you going to do? I don't know. We're going to go up now. I remember. Let's have a look here. When we get to the top, we're going to see which way to go. We're going to get that 611 bus. I just want to say, we've just come out of the train station or the subway station. And there's mountains all around. Like if you look, like the scenery, beautiful, even just nearby. Just in this area, just all around. Certain places I've seen around Qingdao, as I say. So there's a lot of scenery like that, It's all around. You can see mountains all around. I mean, anywhere to me, like anywhere, like a, scenic, you know what I mean? It's nice. So we're going to get our bus now. As I said, we're going to get the bus and go back and go home. We're going to get the bus and go home.
This view is close to where we're living right now. I just live round the corner from this, where we've been staying for the last week or two. All right, guys, how you doing, guys? Don't know if you can hear me. That behind me is my dad. It's not really. Three different places apparently. Okay, so this is the last clip in the video. I want to say I hope you really enjoyed this video as much as I really enjoyed the trip. Yeah, it was just absolutely amazing, right? We even went inside to some of the places, and I actually did a few prayers just in respect to some of the statues, like of Lausa and some of the other deities and stuff there too. And so I'm not a religious person. Like I don't follow, like I've always said, like I don't follow like religions or like groups of just a certain bunch of people per se. But I'm always respectful and open-minded when it comes to like the afterlife and heaven and all that stuff too. And you know what I mean. And so, it's always good to think if anyone's looking over you or whatever and just hope for the best. But that's just one thing I wanted to say to you guys there. I did actually go into, when we got to the top of the mountain, and we saw Lausa's like big statue there at the top of the staircase, we actually went inside and I did twice. I actually prayed to the, the statue or the, let's say the spirit of Lausa, but just like facing Lausa there. That what can we call it? That I did a couple of prayers, and also to all of the other deities, statues that were there as well. There was so many in there, and it's definitely what can I say? Because they're temples and stuff, it is a spiritual place, you'd say. You know what I mean? And but as I said, the most important thing is, I say, the Tao, which is a book written by Lausa, which was called the Tao Te Ching. It's all about nature. Basically, it's talking about the reality that in our reality, in our world, and everything that exists basically has two sides, and that's yin and yang. Okay, so you've got big, small, hot, cold, man, woman, fast, slow, front, back, before, after, top, bottom. You get the idea, right? Hard, soft. You know what I mean? Easy, hard, whatever, okay? So everything has two sides, and that's how something can exist. And if there's not a balance of yin and yang, basically, if it's too much this way or that way, you start to get destruction. And the more you destroy and get destruction, you're talking about non-existence. So everything that's maintained or that is, including human life and everything in nature, basically is here because of it balanced two sides, is what it is. And that's why we see chaos in the world and in the human societies, because people don't look for that balance and work in the way of nature. And everything that we don't have, like non-existence, is non-existent. It doesn't exist. So the only thing that we have is what we have. And it only exists because of two sides. And if you just want to say, even if you look at the other side, which is non-existence, so the existence is it has. So I've always been very, very inspired and understanding of this Tao. Okay, it's not something that I took up a belief and I looked into, or just chose a religion or chose a football team. It's not like that, okay, to follow. No, nature's nature. So when Lausa wrote that book, the Tao Te Ching, I found it a very, very meaningful thing, and I'm so happy I've read it through. He was just a normal human being that could just see clearly that nature was the best thing, the best way to follow, in life. So do look up that book if I was you guys. Do have a look at it and read it again whenever you can. The Tao Te Ching. I would advise you to just have a look. It's up to you, obviously. But I'll say Kongzi or Confucius, he was, as far as I know, the opposite way. I don't know for sure, but he was the opposite. So he was a bit, I prefer Lausa, to say, because nature's the way. If you go against nature, you fail. That's all I'm saying, right? So there was an interesting couple of statues. I mean, all respect to the man, no one's perfect, but there was another scene there of two other statues you may have seen that we visited with Kongzi and Lausa. Okay, so that's Confucius and Lausa are both there, sitting, and they had a talk or discussion, and that's actually, you can look this up, and there's an interesting little story about that, to say the least. Can you check it out? But just wow, because that basically is like, to me, that's like me sitting here, me facing the reality that I see in the world, and I see a lot of fakeness, a lot of chaos, a lot of confusion in people, whereas I'm trying to be totally honest and true. Just not even trying to, just nature's what it is. It's just like reality, or let's say existence,
facing non-existence, facing just fake stuff. That's not the way to go. So I'm not trying to say that, Confucius or Kongzi was a total, failure in every way. Everything was about him was a negative. I don't know as much about him as Lao Tzu, but I'm just saying if he was the opposite, he was teaching the opposite of the Tao, basically. That's the opposite of nature. Well, there you go. You can only be asking for failure, can't you? But I don't know. I've just heard a few things about that, and there you go. So, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I had a wonderful trip, okay? So we got another longer version of this too, okay, with me talking a bit more at the end. So I hope you enjoyed this version. We've got a few different versions. I'm putting up different edits of this, okay? So a wonderful trip. You take care and stay healthy.